This is a demo to show how a virtual opponent works in SugarVita. So first of all, you have this start screen where you have the opportunity to select an opponent. So it can change always, but for now we can just choose one opponent and we have the opportunity to record the game. That will change eventually as well, but for now we'll let it off. Here you can select a player just like normal, give it a name, a color, a profile. That's the same as it's always been. And then it's almost the same for an opponent, but then it needs to choose, you need to choose a profile and that will fetch recorded data. So we could change that however we want to with, for example, game bus data. So here we have the normal first turn of a normal player. So you can just throw and land on the spot, get something to eat, do whatever you want and end the turn. And here comes the virtual opponent, which throws automatically, and obviously it's a recorded throw, so it's not random, it's always a 2 there in the first turn for this virtual opponent. And then it will show the player what the virtual opponent has done, and this is important to give the player a good understanding of what the virtual opponent did to get to a certain spot, basically. So here's the player again, throws, has some snack here. So that's all normal stuff there. And then the end the turn again. And here we have the virtual opponent. This time he will throw a 3 and land on a question mark spot. And he will eat a muesli bar. And this is also recorded, so it's basically not random anymore, this playthrough. Here you can see that he ate the muesli bar as well. So that's that. And then end the turn, and that goes on for basically the entirety of the map. So I'll skip until basically the end. So here we are at the very end. This is the same as well. You can see the virtual opponent. He had a night snack, a cookie and some long insulin. Finishes. Now only the player has to finish. And once the player has finished, it will show, obviously you can eat a night snack as well, but then it will show the graph with the player and the virtual opponent. So here it will show you Jasper was the virtual opponent and Dan was the player, and you can show what the virtual opponent did to get to that score, because obviously here the virtual opponent, for example, won, and this will show that this already existed, of course, but it's been implemented for the virtual opponent as well, and it still works the same as you can see here for the normal player. So that's at this point how the virtual opponent works.